What's up, guys? We are back for another mobility flexibility session. We're going to be doing some shoulder work today. We're going to be doing a Superman shoulder raise semicircle. So our first demo is we're using a hand sanitizer, but notice how she's going up and over those mini bands. She's going to get to the center. She hands off. She's going to go in the opposite direction, and then hands it off, and then repeats the sequence. So the hand sanitizer is not really any weight. If you have a 2.5 pound plate or anything in the 2.5 to 5 pound range, feel free to try and use that. If the weight is too tough, you can obviously just mimic the same motion with your body weight. So if that's an uncomfortable position to be in, you can do the same thing from a bent over position. Again, you can go very lightweight. So just in that horizontal position, just mimicking those same 3 positions, and then hand off, going, and then you repeat the sequence all the way back around. So these are all the little stabilizing shoulder muscles that we're warming up, kind of get them nice and loose. It's kind of an injury prevention, also working mobility. So that is our first one. Our second one, did these a couple weeks back, rotating lateral squats. So you're going to take a nice wide stance. So the goal is sitting in. Notice how her opposite toe rotated up. So the lower you can get, the better you're working the mobility at your hips. You should feel a nice stretch in the trail leg and the groin. If you need some assistance, you can hold on to a beam or a band, but it's something that will help you just basically to hold on to, allow you to sit deeper into that hip. So those are going to be 5-side. And our last stretch is working the hamstring and the groin. So you got 3 positions you can do. A wide stance seated. On your butt. On your butt, yes. So yeah, she's just driving the knees out. So that is the one lying on your back. So you can just sit up, put your legs out in front of you. So legs straight. So just leaning forward. So this particular one, you can also use a band. So you back up from whatever you tied it up to. And you're basically just going to let it pull you into that stretch, and that really opens up the hips and the hammies. And the last one is a kneeling groiner sit. So putting the knees out to the side, nice and wide. And all you're doing is just sitting back until you feel that sweet spot in the hips and the groin. So all these are just static 20-second holds. So you could try all of them, or you could pick just one to work with. And just like any of the other days on these, you guys can do anywhere from 3 to 5 laps. But the more you do, the looser you are going to get. Have fun, get loose.